What's going on, guys? It's your average consumer, and you know we love some smart home tech over here. So when Narwal reached out to sponsor today's video and sent us over their new Narwal Freo, you know we had to jump on it. Now, for those of you who don't know, Narwal makes some really clean-looking robot vacuums, pun intended. Now, these robot vacuums will, of course, do the robot vacuum thing, go around your home, clean up any dirt that might be around that it encounters. But not only does it clean up dirt, but it will mop down your floors as well. You know, you have a company name like Narwal, you expect some water to be involved. So you're getting the best of both worlds, your vacuum and your mop all built into one system. And we've all seen robot vacuums, you know, they're usually the black puck that walks around your home. But this looks a little bit different. I feel like they designed these in a really nice way where they kind of just fit in with the home. This thing is absolutely not a sore spot. We even in the studio was joking around, like we're getting PS5 vibes from this, which I feel like is a true statement. Listen, man, love me some PS5. So not only do you get this like clean looking robot vacuum, but the base actually looks good as well. And I actually really like this base because they've got a couple of cool features built into it. Now, like I said, this thing has a really strong focus on the mopping side of things. So if you have like hardwood floors, this could be very useful. And this whole base, not only does it charge here when it's done doing its thing, but inside you actually have the water that goes into cleaning it. So you've got your clean water over here, and you even have your dirty water over here so that when it gets back to the base, it'll wring out the mopping pads, collect all the dirty water that it's accumulated while cleaning, send it all over here so it's really easy for you to clean up. But they've got another section over here where Narwal provides this lemon and basil floor cleaner. So if you want to add some floor cleaner to the mix, you have that option here as well. If you want to go with just water, you can turn the setting on so it's just water, but this is a nice bonus. You know, that fresh smell after you're done cleaning, you don't even have to spray anything, just let it do its thing. We still got a little bit of dirty water left here from the last time we used it.
I didn't realize how dirty on the floor.
Listen, man, it was pretty dark. You see that?
Yeah.
That's gross. I promise we're not gross, you guys.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. I think it's interesting that some robot vacuums will focus on the dirt side of things and have a base dedicated to removing the dirt, while this has a base dedicated to removing like the dirty water, since mopping is such a big deal here to keeping floors clean. But check this out, you guys. Let me show you one of the coolest things about this base. You actually have this circle right here, and this guy is a screen. And this thing is really cool because it's interactive. You can set what kind of cleaning you're looking to do. But the screen right here lets you access a few different controls. You have your brightness. You've got your volume because this thing does have
volume change finished.
It does have some speaking cues, so it'll let you know once it's started, once it's finished, once it's heading back. You can get that communication right from the base. And very important, you got a child lock, so if you got some little ones walking around, I know Austin would see this thing and just swipe and touch and do all kinds of stuff. So you have the child lock option, so if you've got any little ones running around, you can go ahead and turn that on. You got do not disturb mode. And this is the first time I've actually seen a do not disturb mode featured on a robot vacuum like this. And no lights or sound effects will go off while it is in that mode. So if you want like a nice quiet clean, then that's what you get. And you guys get the gist. There are a lot of options that you can control right here if you don't want to use something like the phone app. So you got a lot of controls directly on the device itself, which I think is cool. Now there's actually one more mode here that's actually all the way in the front, and that's Freo mode. Now in Freo mode, it can intelligently detect the degree of dirt while it's mopping. So when it's in this Freo mode and it detects that there's a lot to clean up on the floor, it'll spend more time doing it or even revisiting it to make sure it gets the job done. And the Freo uses this smart swing action where the body kind of shakes a little bit so it can get into those corners so that it can really clean those corners well. You know, the areas where, you know, it really collects a lot of dust. And it kind of reminds me of like, you know those corgis when they shake their butts? It kind of reminds me of that little back and forth action. And while you do get a lot of controls on that nice little screen, you of course know there's going to be a companion app where you can go ahead and get a ton more. Now, as we go into the app and we jump into our Freo, you guys can see we've got our room completely mapped out. And I gotta say, it does a really good job at outlining the room. You guys can see we've got our desk over here. That's this guy behind our sound panel. That's this desk. We've got our couch over here. That's this guy.
Oh, it got the shape right.
It gets the shape. So what it does here is it does a scan of the room, and then it'll go around a bit to kind of flesh out the scan and get the details fine-tuned. But it does a really good job here at just kind of outlining the room. So not only do you have access to the map, but over here at the bottom, you can select which mode you want to use. So if you want to vacuum, then mop, you've got them all right here. And you of course have the Freo mode that you can just go ahead and start. Now what's also cool is that you can go under each mode and you can kind of customize the experience. So if you want to vacuum and mop, you can say how many times you want it to make a run around the room. So you can fine tune exactly the behavior of the Freo so it can clean the way you want it to. All right, so I feel like we should do a little obstacle course where we throw down just a few different things that we want the Freo to clean up. Some milk, maybe some cookie crumbs, maybe whatever else we'll find. We'll sprinkle it around a little bit around here and we'll see how it goes. Now currently we don't have access to the area selection feature, but it is going to be coming out in the official release. So you're gonna be able to tell it like, hey, clean up this spot right here once this is available. All right, you guys, so we've got it in mopping mode right now, and I hate to waste some good milk, but let's do a little bit right. Yeah. Let's see how it does. It's like I'm not done yet. Yeah. Now what's cool is while it's doing this whole process, you can see how long it's been going and exactly how much area it's covered on your map. And you even get a percentage right here. So it's like 11% complete. So 11% means it's got a good bit to go still, but it's just really cool to be able to see it for yourself. What's also cool is that if it detects that it's on a carpet surface, it'll then physically raise the mops since it doesn't need to use it there. Now, when you want it to go back home, check it out. And this thing sounds like a robot. Can you hear that? I feel like I got R2-D2 in here. Let's get the fit just right. And reverse. Does better parking than some people I know. And now what you're hearing is it cleaning up the mopping pads and wringing it out, so we're getting that dirty water put into there. That about wraps it up for this video, guys. Let me know what you think. Are robot vacuums or mops super important to you? Let me know with a comment down below. If you're interested in learning more about the Narwal Freo, I'll of course have links down below in the description for you guys to check it out. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. Till then, it's your average consumer. Peace. The PS5 of robot vacuums. Bam.